everybody. So today on our show, we have the lovely Amanda Lee.
Mm.
Amanda is actually the founder of Your Live Well Journey, a program that teaches women how to get out of the cycle of overwhelm, live with less stress, and improve their self-care. As a busy wife and mother, Amanda knows firsthand how challenging self-care can be.
Mm.
After redesigning her own life over a decade ago, she's now committed to assisting other women on their path to healthy living and putting themselves at the top of their to-do list. And Amanda, I just came to know she has a lovely podcast, and I will put all the details about podcasts and all of Amanda's social media links it'll actually be down in the comment section. So you can check out Amanda's podcast as well. So thank you, Amanda. Thank you so much for coming on Reviving Minds. As you know, at Reviving Minds, what we're doing now is a series called Extinguish Your Pain and Move into Your Purpose. So if you were to talk on that topic, I know you have a wonderful story of transforming your pain
Mm.
situations, and now you're living with a purpose because of all that you've been through, and you've allowed that to help you grow rather than hold you down or keep you stuck. So would you like to share with the viewers a little bit about your story?
Yes. Well, first I want to say thank you so much for having me on. This is such an honor, and I love your vision for wanting to work and help women all over the world. So I'm honored to be a part of that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. And so, yes, so my journey began, it actually began, I was thinking about this morning, almost 20 years ago. I'm coming up to 20 years now. I cannot even believe it, that I started asking myself those life questions, the big life questions that everybody asks at some point. What is my purpose? What am I here for? What do I really want out of my life? And I couldn't answer any of those questions. And I realized I couldn't answer any of those questions because I had no idea who Amanda was. And I didn't know who Amanda was because I had been so busy living my life for everybody else. I was the most beautiful, incredible example of a people pleaser. I was so good at making sure everybody else was taken care of and making sure everybody else was happy that I lost myself along the way. And I was in this really sort of deep place, dark space of, I don't want to live this life if this is what it means. So I realized that I had to make some changes in my life. And it started with me quitting my career. I had been a hairdresser for 11 years at that point in time, decided that I needed to stop doing that, and tried a couple of other jobs, didn't work out. And I decided that I was going to go on a quest of education with no purpose. So my only purpose was that if I was interested in something, I was going to learn about it. So I started learning about meditation and mindfulness and energy healing and holistic health and holistic nutrition. And one class would lead to another, which would lead to another, and to a retreat and to a certification. And it was about a 4-year journey of that. And during that time, what I realized is that I had no idea how to care for myself. I had learned and been raised and been taught, not by any fault of anybody, but I had just been learned, like most little girls learn, how to care for everybody else, but not for myself. And so it was a journey for me of learning to come home, to come into myself, to learn who I was, and to care for that beautiful being that I am, that I was, and that I am. And that was really painful. It was a beautiful experience, but it was incredibly painful because nobody in my life was doing that. I was the only one, right? All the other women in my life were living the life that I used to be living, of people pleasing and putting everybody else first. Right. And so nobody understood it. I remember feeling very alone at the time. And I was learning how to set boundaries. I was learning how to assert myself. I was learning how to say no. And I was getting pushback, of course, from that because I was changing the dance, right, of the relationships with people in my life. And I do remember feeling very, very isolated. However, what came of it was incredible, because I also learned that there are so many other women in the exact same place that I was in. And so then what I did was use all of that education and all of the learning and all of the training and all of the healing that I did. And I created a program to help other women who are in that same place.
Mm, that is so
Mhm.
lovely. And that's usually the case, right? That journey where we feel lost. And I feel like part of the message that the women need to hear is that we are all going to go through that, where you're feeling alone, where you're feeling the pain. But if you
Yes.
can stick through and you carry on, it actually leads you to a beautiful place, right? So I love,
Yes.
love, love what you shared. So thank you so much, Amanda. So
Yeah, you're
much.
so welcome.
And so, if there is a technique or a strategy that you want to share with the women out there who might be feeling stuck in their life, maybe they're in that dark place right now,
Mm.
maybe they're feeling, like they know somewhere deep down that they're not putting themselves first and they need to, but they just can't, they don't know how to. Is there anything you would share with them, if there's a technique or a message, a takeaway you
Mm.
want them to know?
Well, there are so many things that I can share. I'd like to share two really quick ideas if I can. So the first one is journaling. Get yourself a
Mm,
journal and start writing everything down that you're feeling, that you're experiencing, that you're going through. The reason why journaling is so effective is because it gives you a place to put all of those feelings and thoughts that are not making sense in your brain, that are all jumbled up inside of there. So it gives
yeah.
those things another place to live, and it helps to bring clarity. So I would say get yourself a journal and commit to even 10 minutes a day. 15 to
Mm,
20 is better, but if that's too much for you in the beginning, commit to 10 minutes a day and just start writing down whatever it is that you're feeling. And if you don't know, just start with that question. What am I feeling right now? Write that question out and then just let it come out of you. It doesn't have to make sense. You're not writing a novel. Nobody's going to read it. It's just a
right.
place for you to get things out on paper. And it's a great way to, as I said, help bring clarity. It's also a great way to help connect with your inner self. Every day, we get to use it whenever we need to help influence the way we feel, because our breath does greatly influence the way we feel. So use your breath. It's a way to bring calm and ease to your body. And it is also a way for you to, again, connect with yourself, to just be still for a moment and connect with your inner self. Because often we're so busy doing and being and going, and, and our phone is going off and this and that, and our
Right.
kids are at our ankles and, all of that. And we never have that moment to just be still and to really
Mm,
connect with ourselves. And your breath can help you do that. And at the same time, it's going to help you to calm down a little bit as well.
amazing, amazing. I do. Is there a breathing technique that maybe you can guide us through?
Yes, absolutely.
Amazing, amazing.
So this is what I recommend that you do is begin with an inhale as deep
Mhm.
as you can inhale. So for some people who are used to breathing in their chest, because that's mostly where we breathe all day, in that
Right.
unconscious breathing. So if that's if as deep as you can go is in your chest, that is okay. And if you can go deeper, go deeper. But the more that you practice deep breathing, the deeper that inhale will get. So you're going
Mm,
to allow an inhale as deep as it can, keeping your feet planted flat on the floor, because that's going to help to keep you grounded. And then allow the exhale to be long and slow and intentional. So the
mm,
point is that the inhale is longer than the exhale. I'm sorry, that the exhale is longer than the inhale. I think I mixed that up. The exhale is longer than the inhale. So
mm.
I'll demonstrate it. And if you'd like to do it with me, let's
I
do
would
it
love
together. And
to.
for everybody watching, do it right now as well, just so that you can feel the difference in your body. So your feet are flat on the floor,
Mhm.
and then you're going to allow an inhale. It really doesn't matter if the inhale comes from your nose or from your mouth, whatever feels most comfortable for you. And that inhale is as deep as it can go. And then the exhale is long, slow, and intentional.
All right,
So
let's do
let's begin.
this.
All right. So that was one for me. How did
How
it
many
feel
breaths
for
are we
you?
doing? Oh, I
Well,
love this.
yeah, we just did one, but we can certainly do more if you'd like.
I love breath work. I could do it forever. It's part of what I teach as well. So it's amazing. I'm like, oh, I'm having a mini meditation class right now.
And I actually would like to add, it also helps if you can place a smile on your face at the same time, because that
Yeah.
signals the pleasure response in your brain. So if you can also allow a smile at the same time, that's helpful too. But I always recommend do at least 3 of those. So 3 to 5, but minimum of 3. And it just gives you that moment to come into center and into calm. And it's a great way to help connect with your inner self.
Amazing, amazing. It's free, right? It's like
It's
all around us, this
free.
healing
Yes.
breath.
Yes. You can use it anytime. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly.
Yes.
Amazing. I know for sure I love breath work and I love journaling. And I think those are great strategies that you have shared with the viewers. And I would highly recommend it to everyone. And so, Amanda, if people wanted to connect with you, is there any way they can reach out to you if they want to learn more about what you do and how you may be able to help them? Is there a website they can go to?
Yes, absolutely. So I have a website, yourlivewelljourney.com. And you can also join me on Instagram at Live Well Journey, or on Facebook at Your Live Well Journey. And I also have a private Facebook group for women. It's called Live Well Insiders. And that is a group for women who are interested in improving their self-care and health and well-being. We are a community of women who support each other and uplift each other through our self-care journey. And in fact, I will be doing a free self-care mini-series all next week, starting April 27th, Monday, April 27th at 8 p.m. Eastern in that private Facebook group. So every day I'm going to come on live and I'm going to share different practices for self-care to help the viewers set themselves up for success with putting themselves at the top of their to-do list. So you can also join that as well.
Amazing, amazing. And I'll post all the links in the bottom of this YouTube video, so you'll have all the links you can click on and just go directly to the website and get all the information there. So Amanda, thank you so much for joining us, and I just wanted to thank all the viewers for joining us today as well. And we will see you all again next time, same place, same time at Reviving Minds. Bye for now.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.